Here we go. And welcome back to the Unfiltered Show. Got a nice, fun Eagles NFL week going for you guys. Dante, how you feeling? You excited for the Eagles season to start?
I think I am, but I'm definitely just more excited to have football back. Football is the best time of year for, most men. Fantasy football, which we're gonna get to today. A little gambling never hurts to put a little 10-leg parlay in for the boys. You miss those days, and then when they get back, when you can almost taste autumn and fall and football, it's just a good time for everybody. So yeah, I'm real excited for football to be back. But I'm also real excited for the Eagles. New team this year, high hopes, a lot of pieces, added on, lost as well, I guess. But more add-ons that I think are going to help us get to where we hope to be, which is the Super Bowl. So yeah, I'm very excited this year, and we'll get talking about more of that later. But for now, we are doing good. How about you, Vin? How are you doing? How are you feeling about everything?
Good. I think there's high expectations for the Eagles. I think a lot of people are scared a little bit too. I guess just because they haven't really seen everybody play and gel yet. The offense should be fine. I think people are more scared about the defense a little bit, but we've seen Kellen Moore offenses before. We saw Vic Fangio's defenses with the Dolphins last year. So should be good. Hopefully, doesn't mean they won't lose their first game, but we'll get to that.
True. How do you feel about that disappointing loss today from the Phillies?
It was good to happen. It was not good to have, bound to happen. Walker has not been great, even though in his press conference he said that he was encouraged by his pitching because there was a lot of weak ground balls that he gave up. Wasn't watching, so I don't know.
And what press conference? Today's press conference?
Yeah, after the game, he said he was encouraged by how he pitched, even though it wasn't great.
Didn't he give up 10 runs?
He gave a lot of weak ground balls. He gave up 6. 6 runs. Mercado gave up 4, but I'm pretty sure he gave up at least a couple. At least
Did he give up a home run?
Oh, for sure.
Well, Alvarez had 3, so he had to at least give up 2, I think.
He gave up. We almost got no hit. That was the bigger issue, really.
Well, I heard that.
Weston Wilson threw pitch today too.
I heard that guy who was pitching for the Astros was wheeling and dealing something spaghetti. I think his last name was.
His name is Arangetti.
I was close.
Is Spencer Arangetti. He's a rookie. He's 6-11 with a 5 ERA basically, and he almost no hit us today.
Dealing.
He went 2 hits, 4 walks, 11 Ks, and 7 2/3.
11 Ks.
Yeah, we were swinging for. He does
strike out a lot.
Out of 3 out of the last 5 games, he has 11, 12, and 13 Ks. He's striking some guys out.
He found his groove.
He's striking some guys out for sure. So he does have 140 Ks in 116 innings on the season. So
that's pretty impressive.
That's pretty good. Still shouldn't be getting no hit into the 7th inning or 8th or whatever it was. And
when you have 2 walk-offs in a row, I think it's bound to you get slapped around.
I don't think anyone expected us to win with Walker today, and then Mercado pitched after him. Walker gave up 6. He gave up 1 home run, 2, and then Alvarez hit his other 2 home runs against Mercado. Mercado gave up 3 home runs.
Yeah, it's a rough game for the Phils. But overall, they've been playing very well recently. A walk-off win by Bryce the other day. A beautiful pitching by Nola yesterday. Can't really complain too much. Like you said, bound to happen. Pitching was bound to, come back down to earth again. And then Walker has just been horrible. So everybody's been saying that we should be benching him. I don't know why he's even starting. There's definitely another starter somewhere on the Phillies that could replace him.
Yeah, they tried everybody else. I don't know.
Is he our 4th or 5th?
5th.
Oh, we don't give a shit. We only need 4.
So, even in the playoffs, they only going to go 3.
Only need 4.
So they're only going to go 3 in the playoffs.
Who's our 4th?
It'll be Sanchez and Suarez with Wheeler and Nola. It'll go Wheeler, Nola,
Suarez.
Probably Ranger, just because of the experience. But Sanchez probably has been the better pitcher this year. Sure.
But that's good though, because now if you have to go to game 4,
you can do like a split. You can either do like a split game,
or just see how one starts, and then if one starts bad, you take them out and
save the bullpen or whatever. So yeah, they'll be fine in the playoffs.
Also, Ranger knows how to come out of the bullpen.
Yeah, in the playoffs they'll be fine,
which isn't easy. Like I want to point that out. Like
he closed a few games a couple years ago.
A starter coming out of the bullpen isn't like a normal thing. Like starters are used to being warm and being in the game, obviously to start, and then they get taken out. So for them to have to randomly warm up mid-game, like starters do like a whole performance to start before the game even starts. They're throwing it from outfield to foul line. They're doing all those extra workouts to go. The relievers get some of that, but not really. Relievers have to get warmed up fast. So for a starter to come out, like it might be harder for Sanchez because he's never had. I don't know if he's ever had that experience, but Suarez coming out of the bullpen is already knowing how to do that is a huge upside of having him as obviously a pitcher. So,
but yeah, they're gonna be fine in the playoffs in those 3-5 game. Well, hopefully, they won't be in any 3-game series.
I was about to say, are we gonna win the first?
We'll be as long as we're in the top 2 seed, we'll be in all right to the NLDS for a 5-game series.
Oh, true.
And then obviously NLCS and World Series are 7. But yeah, this should be. I mean, they're holding pace with the Dodgers. Still, they're a half game behind, depending if the Dodgers lose today. They're still got 5.5 on the Braves, depending if they win or lose today. And then, I mean, otherwise, bullpen's looking better. Alvarado went on the restricted list, but hopefully everything's cool with him. He should be back soon. Weston Wilson came back from paternity leave, I guess, today to pitch in the 9th inning.
Good.
Who else? That's it. They've been good. They won 4 in a row against good playoff teams they could easily meet in the World Series if they get there, and so otherwise came up big after being huge slump. They scored 40 or had 48 hits or something in the Royals series.
2 games.
In the Royals series, they had like 15 and something else.
In 2 games back to back, I think they had 40 hits, 20 something runs. And like 8 home runs or some shit.
In the Royals series, yeah, they had a lot of hits.
Yeah.
And so,
I saw this statistic that you're talking about. It was insane.
And then against the Astros, they went against 2 good pitchers with Blanco and Verlander and fought hard.
I mean,
Nola pitched his ass off last night. Wheeler pitched really well. We just didn't score runs, but we stayed in the game.
And Bryce came up clutch like he does.
Bryce came up clutch. Nick hit a nice home run against Verlander.
True.
So they're fine. They're coming up. Bohm's still a little stuck in a slump, but hopefully he gets out of it.
Yeah, but his fielding's been really solid. I feel like I haven't seen him make an error recently. I mean, the games I've watched, but overall he just looks confident in the field as well. So I mean, that's always a positive too.
Yeah. So Philly's looking good. To at least win the division, hopefully take the 1 or 2 seed, or keep the 1 or 2 seed and get that bye. And then Sixers, nothing. Flyers, nothing. They'll probably start preseason in next couple weeks, I think.
Yes, I think
or like mid-September at some point. And then we have the Eagles,
who is also our topic for the day.
Yes. So, what do you think? Did you see the roster?
I did.
Any surprises? Anything you're mad about? Anyone got cut that you?
I don't know about anybody getting cut that I was upset about. I guess, if there's any point of the roster that obviously needs to be upgraded, I'd say outside linebackers. Because, I mean, I'm assuming the guy who we know we're talking about, what's his name again? Zach, the guy who got cooked by a Vikings.
Van Summerin?
Yeah.
He's on the team.
He's on the team, but I'm assuming he's like our
he's special teams probably.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's definitely special teams with like 4th string. So I'm not really concerned about that. Obviously you need special team players. Hi Amby. Special team players.
Hi, I'm real close to the camera
as well. So but yeah, no, I think the team looks great. Definitely a top team in the NFC East. I don't see anybody beating us. I think Tanner McKee should be the second quarterback because I just saw that on your phone right there. I think Tanner McKee should be number 2, not Kenny Pickett, but like I don't really think that matters. I hope neither of them ever touch the field unless we're up by 60.
I don't know if the what the order is.
Yeah,
I thought it was just alphabetical. I guess I think it is.
No,
I think it is except for I was gonna say except for the quarterbacks, but and they have Kenny Gainwell at the top above Barkley.
Yeah,
I don't think he's starting.
Yeah, maybe they did it in number order.
No, it's not alphabetical.
Number.
What number is Kenny Gainwell?
14.
All right, then it might be number other than Hurts, I guess. But I guess Hurts is 1. So game, let's see.
Hurts is 1. Pickett is 8.
What's
Tanner McKee is 16, I think, something like that.
Tanner McGee, we're sure.
And
what's Dotson? What did he take?
Oh, I actually don't know.
Actually, I think he took 87.
80. That sounds right. Sounds something. It's in the 80s, I think.
Definitely in the 80s. Devontae, AJ Brown. What's Covey's number?
18. They did it in number.
I don't know
order.
what Johnny Wilson's number is.
It was.
I think it's 88. It's got to be. I mean, it based on whatever their system.
It's definitely in number order.
That's what it makes sense.
Which is so weird.
Doesn't make any sense.
Eagles. Why would you do that? Why would you not put it in alphabetical order? Or the depth chart order.
It should just be depth chart order.
Like, obviously, Barkley should be first. He's a starting running back. Hurts 1, Brown 1. Like, that was just so, like, come on, social media. Be better. That's a little.
Otherwise, I mean.
Shouldn't have been a question.
Looks good. Practice squad. I mean, they got most of the guys they cut. They're back on the team.
Yeah.
No surprises there. Yeah, like we said, linebacker. The biggest questions are going to be linebacker, defensive line.
Really?
Just because we have like Bryce Huff wasn't a 3-down guy before. Now he's going to be a 3-down guy.
True.
Carter and Jordan Davis now are the guys. There's no more Fletcher Cox. There's no more.
Well, we have Melton Williams as well.
Still have Melton Williams, but
he's really good too.
But like
he's been playing very
Carter
well.
and Davis kind of like. I don't know. I mean, the whole team fell off at the end of the year, but the Eagles always build from the trenches, and they're like defensive line's always really good. Now
we have to hope that the young men step up.
That doesn't mean they're not going to be good. Hopefully they're great. But and you got Brandon Graham on the other side with Sweat, Devin White. I mean, they're all good. They are all good. They have the ability to get sacks. We'll see. But
Nolan Smith as well, who's been playing well.
We'll see how they're actually going to use him. If they just used him a lot to kind of see what he could do in the preseason, and if that showed that he was good.
I mean, we have the opportunity for great young players. We just have to hope they step up and be great.
Definitely feel more confident with our secondary, which is usually the opposite.
True.
I mean, in the last like few years or so, I feel like the secondary has been pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Other than last year.
I was gonna say, is Gardner Johnson still considered our other safety?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So it's Reed Blankenship and Gardner Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then Rogers and Slay.
Yes.
And then Bradbury's the backup safety, which honestly
I like.
Not bad. I mean, he's not going to get playing time unless someone gets hurt, unless they like, do different packages or someone's just getting a rest. But
I mean, he that means he could come in as our nickel.
Not bad, honestly. He doesn't. I don't think he necessarily has the speed that he had 2 years ago when he was really good. Like lock people down.
To be a nickel.
I just mean to be a cornerback in general. Nickel, I mean, could work. Nickel usually means you turn into a linebacker and you're covering, but he can cover tight ends probably.
He's big. He can definitely cover tight ends, and the tight ends aren't as fast as wide receivers. I mean, some might be, but not most are. And I feel like the ones that are, Bradbury could still probably keep up with. And like Travis Kelce's not outrunning Bradbury.
Be surprised.
I can get. I'll bet
he's got a new cereal that has a mix of Lucky Charms and then 2 other ones that don't make sense.
I would bet a lot of money that Bradbury would beat Travis Kelce in a race. I bet a lot of money.
Possibly.
There's a lot. I bet a lot of money that Bradbury could beat a lot of tight ends in a race. So
otherwise, linebackers looks like Devin White and Zach Bond are going to start in the middle. You're going to have Huff and I guess Sweat on the edges. And then Davis, Carter, and I don't know how that works. That part. I don't know. Still don't know if they're truly running a 3-4.
Yeah, or 4-3. Did Vic Fangio say we're running a 3-4 or we're running a 4-3, or I don't know what the. It all depends on the defense. Obviously, technically Melton Williams can be in there too.
They said the Eagles are running a 3-4. So Milton Williams on the edge, Jordan Davis in the middle, Carter's on the right. Huff is wide. Bond and White are on the inside, and Sweat's on the outside.
So we're gonna have 6 men rushing, 5 men rushing.
I mean, depends on each play. They like the line.
Dear God, if Josh Sweat or
you don't know who's on the line technically.
If Josh Sweat or Huff have to step back and play coverage, wow,
I think Huff can play a little bit of coverage.
I was gonna say I honestly trust Sweat more than I trust Huff. I think,
but Sweat, you're not gonna see him. He's gonna blitz.
They're probably not going to put. They're probably going to have Sweat on the line. I think.
Yeah, he's going to take out Williams. He's a linebacker, just like Reddick was.
I'm saying I think they're going to have Sweat on the line, have Williams out, and then have another linebacker in for where Sweat would go, so he could drop back. Or they're going to put a safety there and have them drop back. Technically,
we'll see.
It's going to be interesting for sure. I trust Vic Fangio though.
But
so.
They say we're playing a base 3-4. So. And you got Covey as the punt returner and Isaiah Rodgers and Kenny Gainwell as the kick returners.
I like that.
Supposedly they're going to be switching a lot.
Well, yeah, because
for the kick return,
it's going to have to it's going to be an adjustment for sure.
And then they have Quinyon Mitchell at the nickel back right now.
I love that.
And then Cooper's behind him, and then Keely Ringo is the where's he at? The left cornerback, I guess, when they're in like a dime package. Yeah.
Interesting.
So we'll see.
Can't wait to see it.
Ringo had played well last year.
Yeah. I mean, we had solid. Our cornerbacks were solid except for Bradbury, and now adding Rodgers and
we'll see some Trotter. We'll see some Nakobe Dean probably.
Adding 2 young cornerbacks is going to be a great depth for us because now Slade's going to kill himself.
Yeah, hopefully. Definitely. All right, so we talked about the roster.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's look at their.
We're gonna do our bold, or not bold. We're gonna do our predictions for who we, the Eagles' record, like we do every year, because we're gonna see if one year one of us can actually be right.
Mm-hmm. All right, so week 1 we got Packers in Brazil Friday night. Eagles are currently favored -3.
Are the Eagles home or away?
The Eagles are the home team technically.
So they get to wear their black jerseys.
Sure, we don't know what they're going to wear yet.
Bold predictions and be all black, Jones.
I mean, it's probably going to be that.
Well, I thought if they were going to be away, they'd wear the all whites, and then like the Packers would have to wear like the all greens or I mean all yellows or.
So what do you got?
Eagles versus Packers, first game of the season. I'm going to go with the dub.
You're going to go with the win there?
Yeah.
I'll give them a loss. Unfortunately,
You gotta lose eventually.
But I mean, I definitely give them a good shot to win. But I think they might get exposed a little bit on defense.
Well, yeah,
Packers have a good offense.
I mean, they have a solid offense. Jordan Love's a tank.
So we'll
Josh
see.
Jacobs.
We'll see how the defense. Maybe the defense holds up well. Packers defense isn't great, and the Eagles defense has potential to be really good. So maybe it's a shootout, and we get the last licks. Jake Elliott game-winning field goal.
I got 1-0 so far.
All right, next we got Falcons Monday night. Nick Foles retirement night.
I think that's another win.
I think the Eagles also win. Falcons, I don't think are anything great, even though they got Kirk Cousins.
They'll be good.
They'll be better.
Sure.
Defense is
scary.
Defense is good. They got a couple good safeties. They just got Judon.
Their cornerbacks are good too. They have AJ Terrell, and they have
I don't know who the other one is. Trufant. I don't know if he's still there.
I forgot the other one.
Where did Jeff Okuda go?
It might be him on the other side, and he has been playing a lot better. I can't remember the other one right now. He's escaping me, but they have a solid defensive line and secondary. I don't know how good their linebackers are other than Judon, but Judon's technically a defensive end, so I don't really count him as a linebacker. I don't know who their other linebackers are. So we can hopefully expose that with our running back, Saquon Barkley, and win that game with the Falcons.
Mike Hughes is the other one.
Nope, he wasn't who I was thinking about.
But they have Jesse Bates, Justin Simmons, Grady Jarrett. But yeah, it'll be a good game still. I think we'll take them out though. Next we got.
You like that? You like that?
Yeah.
I love Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is one of my favorite quarterbacks. No, low-key.
And then we're go to New Orleans to play the Saints.
When
we were home against the Falcons, if I didn't say that.
Still a win.
Falcons.
2 days. Yes. Nick Foles retirement.
Yeah. Saints. I don't think they got anything. Who's their starter?
Derek Carr.
Okay. Yeah, their defense is all right. I mean, their defense is decent.
I don't know what they're doing on
They'll
offense.
stop the run, so be on Jalen to beat him into the pass. But I mean, who they got? This Lattimore's still there. They don't.
I mean, I don't know how good their defensive line is. I don't know if it's that. I mean,
they still have Cam Jordan.
I mean, we still have our whole offensive line.
We don't got Kelsey anymore.
We still have our whole offensive line, and we have Saquon Barkley. So I don't think Cam Jordan stopped.
They have Demario Davis still there.
Oh, they have Chase Young. I still don't care.
They do have Chase Young.
Still don't care.
They have Taysom Hill.
Still don't care.
Tyrann Mathieu.
Bold prediction.
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Bold prediction. Saquon Barkley is going to go for 150 against the Saints.
All right.
2 touchdowns.
I'll write it down.
Save that for later.
Barkley 150.
2 touchdowns.
2 tutties. Yeah, I also think the Saints. I mean, the Eagles win that game.
Yeah, I got them 3-0.
Might be a closer game, just because for whatever reason, I don't know, but we'll see. And after that, we get the Tampa Bay away. They've dismantled us the last 2 years in the playoffs and in the regular season. Actually, no, they beat us in the playoffs last year and 3 years ago.
Brady beat us in the playoffs.
I mean, it was Jalen Hurts' first playoff game.
Yeah. Well, he still beat us.
Yeah.
I think it's a loss.
You think we lose to them?
We're away, right?
We are in Tampa.
It's a loss. I think Tampa just has our number.
I think we beat them this time around. They've lost. They lost Devin White on defense. The offense is still good, but I don't think it's anything special. Who else? Their offense is decent. I mean, they got Godwin, they got Evans, they got Rashad White. Baker showed he was good again last year.
Offensive line is pretty freaking good.
The offensive line is good. Defense, I mean, they still have Antoine Winfield.
Yeah, I mean, their defense is still good. They have Carlton Davis Jr. They have another solid cornerback. I mean, their defense is solid.
Winfield's a safety, I think.
Winfield's a safety. Yeah, I mean, I just think we have to lose eventually. 3-0 away. Play 3 tough games to start the season. Or two tough games to start the season. Saints we're gonna walk over them.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's once again good game. Tampa's a
good team.
It's a decent team. They're like middle of the pack. Probably they'll actually get competition in the division list this year from the Falcons. Probably.
Yeah, they're actually like a good playoff team if they get there.
We'll see.
Baker's a clutch player. I respect.
I think they win that game.
I got them 3-1. You also have them 3-1.
And now they're on their bye week in week 5.
I think they're gonna win the bye.
Early bye. And then we come back home against the Browns.
That's a win.
Good Browns defense. Myles Garrett. But
Denzel Ward.
But I think
their offense is
Browns' offense is garbage. Chubb won't be back.
Who's the quarterback?
Deshaun is garbage.
What?
Huh?
I didn't say nothing.
Amari Cooper will be a tough cover as always. But Slay will get his numbers. Slay has good numbers against Amari Cooper, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I just don't think the quarterback doesn't. I mean, the quarterback's not really scaring me. I mean, Deshaun's nobody anymore. Just we outmatch them all around, basically. Simple.
Then we go away to the Giants.
That's a huge W.
Can we kill them?
Yeah, I think we're gonna try and get Saquon some revenge on that game.
Yeah,
which I think everybody knows. But the thing is, even when you know, can you still stop them?
Yeah, I mean, they're not. Their defense is definitely nothing special. The offense could be good if maybe Daniel Jones wasn't there.
If you remember how to play quarterback.
But I mean, they have some good young guys with Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
We'll see how he is.
He just got a jersey number unretired.
Unretired, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's cool.
Respect, honestly.
Someone said he has more aura than Marvin Harrison Jr.
I believe so. Honestly.
Someone said he wanted number 1 because he was the best receiver drafted in the draft last year.
Not Marvin Harrison Jr.
Not Marvin Harrison Jr.
I mean, I do think his aura is definitely not cooler than Marvin Harrison Jr. But I don't know if he's better than Marvin Harrison Jr.
We're gonna see.
We will. But that was really cool. I heard he went to the family and even asked, like, he didn't like send like the team. He went himself and asked. I'm pretty sure to get the jersey number, which is really cool. So, but they're still gonna get crushed probably. So
yeah. Next week we got the Bengals in Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's a win.
Do we think it's a win?
Yeah, I think that's a win.
I think so. I think Bengals defense lost Jesse Bates, right? He was there.
No, they lost him like 2 years ago. Jesse Bates has been on the Falcons for a few years now.
But
their defense has dwindled.
Offense is good.
They got burnt toast still, I think.
They do. They have Sam Hubbard, Trey Hendrickson, both good on the line. Yes. Sheldon Rankins, B.J. Hill. They have DJ Turner and Cam Taylor-Britt, Mike Hilton.
That's their cornerbacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anybody except for Mike Hilton, who you just said. That's
Von Bell and whoever for their safeties. Yeah, I mean, I don't think their defense can hold our offense that game.
Yeah, I mean,
it's in Cincinnati.
And our defense is pretty solid, and it matches pretty well to their offense.
At worst, we get a shootout, I think. Got to see if the Bengals stay healthy. They haven't stayed healthy for the last couple of years now.
I hope Joey B stays healthy.
T. Higgins been getting hurt. Jamar Chase is hurt, but he's starting the season. But we'll see.
Hey, anything can happen.
Then we come home for a Sunday night against Jacksonville.
We're home.
Yeah.
Against Doug P. I'm gonna just say that's a win, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's a win. I don't think Jacksonville's their defense isn't amazing. It's pretty decent. Offense, they're good.
It's gonna come down to how Trevor Lawrence plays.
They underperform a lot. Trevor Lawrence kind of chokes a lot. And that's kind of one thing that holds back their offense sometimes.
It's gonna always come down to how that handsome man plays it out, with his
and
long
also
hair.
They always have they had a lot of guys that are injury prone with Etienne sometimes. Evan Ingram. I don't know if Christian Kirk. I feel like he was hurt at some point.
He was hurt for like 2 years on Arizona.
But yeah, I mean, I think their line isn't amazing. We'll hold them out, and we'll take apart their defense Sunday night at the Link. Probably, I'm gonna guess it's a blackout game.
Dougie P.
I forget when we're wearing Kelly Green this year. You remember?
No idea.
I think it's again. The Bengals are wearing their white.
Yeah, they remember my name half the time.
Eagles will be wearing their Kelly Green. Oh, here we go against the Jags. So definite win.
True.
And then week 17, which we'll get to against the Cowboys at home.
Makes sense.
So can't lose in the Kelly Greens.
I wish if I have one request for jerseys, just like wear them more often, like more than twice a year. What the hell's twice a year?
Wear them every game that you're allowed.
I mean, I would say at
wear
least
Kelly Green and then you wear black.
I mean, I wish.
Although I don't think you can wear black. Wait, do away teams wear white?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
I just wish the Kelly Green jersey we wore more than twice. Like 4 times, I think is a valid number. There's 18 games, or 17 games technically if you make the playoffs. Then 18.
Let's see it.
More than twice. 4 times is good enough.
Then we get Cowboys in Dallas.
That's a loss
at 4:30.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like that's just what happens. We usually split.
We always split
with Dallas. I'll give them the loss there. It'll be a good game.
True.
Like it always is for the most part.
And then we'll somehow choke it in the end and lose.
I don't know. The Cowboys defense, they did lose a big guy. They lost Deron Bland for 6 to 8 weeks, so he'd still be out for this game most likely.
True.
But their offense is good, so
I think
it'll be a tough test for our defense. Dak led the league in touchdowns. They have CD back. Zeke is back.
They signed Dalvin Cook.
Signed Dalvin Cook. I mean, definitely still downgrades.
Their offensive line is still pretty solid.
But the offensive line's still solid. Jake Ferguson will probably torch us because we can't cover tight ends, but maybe we can this year. Maybe we've got a lot bigger linebackers.
Dak Prescott still slanging that thing.
Dak Prescott's going to throw it 52 times against us probably.
Here we go.
Here we go.
But yeah, we're going to lose that in Dallas because we always do.
Then we come home for a Thursday night on Amazon.
Oh man,
against the Commanders.
That's a win.
Against Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin, and
I'm excited to see the Commanders play.
And soon to be starter Austin Eckler.
Soon to be?
Yeah, he's not starting right now. So
wow, disrespect to Austin Eckler.
I think it's a win. He's getting a little older, I guess. They have Brian Robinson, who's been pretty good. But I'll
But
give
you
us a win.
got hands like concrete.
But yeah, defense Commanders.
They lost a lot.
They're not great. They still have.
They're very young.
Their line's still good. I mean, people have them competing for second in the division. So.
I mean, I think they could beat Dallas. Honestly, I don't think they're beating us, but I think they could beat Dallas.
You think they can beat Dallas, but we can't?
Not in Dallas.
Just can't. We don't. Dallas. The Jerry World just has our number.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That's a good home field advantage there. I mean, a good fan.
And when you're at home,
it's a good bandwagon fan base. Just kidding. There's not a bandwagon. You got to win first for that.
True. They haven't won since I've been born.
Before that. Honestly. All right. So we got Commanders win. Then we go to LA to play the Rams on Sunday Night Football.
That's a win.
Rams. I don't know. I feel like every time did we beat them last year? 2 years ago, whatever it was. I feel like every time we play them, game is usually decent, but we eke out a win. Rams defense.
Rams are fire. Honestly, I expect the Rams to be in the playoffs this year.
It's your sleeper. Rams defense.
They're not great, but
lost Aaron Donald.
Yes.
They haven't had Jalen Ramsey in 5 years. On offense, Kyron Williams. I mean, they might get Cooper back.
Cooper's back.
I mean, like fully healthy.
Oh yeah, like hopefully.
Puka's hurt though.
Who?
Puka's hurt.
Oh yeah, but I heard it wasn't too long.
They got Higbee. Their offense line's decent. Defense.
Tutu Atwell.
Yeah, he's in there. You know, third or fourth receiver.
They're a good team.
Defense,
solid team.
Kind of garbage.
Yeah.
They have Tre'Davious White though. He would have been good 5 years ago, but you know he might still be good. He gets hurt a lot. But you know, always those West Coast games they kind of get you effed up a little bit. So we'll see. But I think they also get a win. Stafford. I feel like he always plays well against us.
Stafford's probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league, hands down.
Then we go to another road game, 4:30 December in Baltimore.
Good morning, Baltimore. I think we're gonna lose that one. I think
it's going to be a good game. I think.
I agree.
It does. I think it'll show us how good we are. Good test. I think in the end, we lose. Would not surprise me if we do win, but I think in the end we lose. Baltimore's defense, obviously top 2 or 3 in the league.
So good.
So it'll be a tough game on the offense for sure. Baltimore's offense, it's up there.
It's interesting.
You can beat it. I mean, we haven't seen it with Derrick Henry. They love to run. You're gonna have to see that pistol formation with whether to hit Derrick Henry or Lamar with the ball, and then you guess wrong, and it might be a 60-yard touchdown.
Read option's going to be disgusting. Read option's
going to be crazy. They still don't have any receivers. I don't care.
Yeah, true. Nobody.
Lamar's still just throwing.
I mean, no, they have Zay Flowers.
Yeah, I mean, he
had one good year. He's a rookie.
I got to see it again.
True. I agree.
Zay Bateman's never there. Aguilar revenge game. It's probably dropped their balls. Mark Andrews is hurt. It says. Ankle. I don't know if but I mean, he always gets hurt, it seems. So
true.
But
they have Isaiah Likely.
Isaiah Likely did fill in very well last year.
Solid tight end.
Pick him up for your fantasy team when Mark Andrews gets hurt.
Yes.
And then defense is obviously just absolutely stacked.
Yeah.
They got Marlon Humphrey, Kyle Hamilton, who's hurt, Eddie Jackson,
Roquan,
Marcus Williams. Didn't know he was still playing after Diggs torched him.
Roquan, Patrick Queen.
They're gone.
Roquan left?
Roquan is not there. And Patrick Queen.
Where'd he go?
Patrick Queen went to the Steelers, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, crap. When did Roquan leave?
Roquan?
Not in free agency, did he? No shot.
Let me see. Let me just make sure Patrick Queen is on the Steelers before I give some false information here.
Wow. I can't believe they lost both linebackers. That's a tough loss.
I'm making that up, but he's definitely not on the Ravens. He went somewhere though.
That's crazy.
Patrick Queen went to. Hey, I'm right. He's on the Steelers. Oh. And then who would say Roquan? He might still be there. I might just miss his name. He's on the Ravens.
Yeah, he's on the Ravens.
I think maybe he's hurt.
Could be.
But yeah, tough game. That's what you expect. The Ravens are competing for the Super Bowl again in the AFC.
They're contending.
They missed it by one game last year.
They're probably 2 in the West, I'd say, behind the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean they have to be.
Yeah.
Other than Chiefs, Ravens in the AFC, that's really it. Honestly, Dolphins are up there.
Yeah, Dolphins do good.
They got to show me some. They got to be able to play in the cold.
True.
And then that's really it for the AFC because I guess the Jets might. If Aaron Rodgers makes it through game 1, then they got the Bills too. But once again,
if Aaron Rodgers stays
they
healthy,
choke in the playoffs.
The Bills, the Bills aren't scary at all anymore.
Then we get the Panthers 1 p.m. at home. I mean, if you can't mark that off as a win, then
we should forfeit the season.
I mean, honestly,
Miles Sanders revenge.
But I mean, they might play scrappy. Miles Sanders probably won't even play. He'll probably be on the bench.
That's crazy.
But there's not much to talk about with the Panthers. Defense is terrible. They have a new team. Bryce Young, second year. They have Deontay Johnson now. But whatever.
They have Miles. Booby Miles.
They have Adam Thielen. Chuba Hubbard's going to start, even as much as Dante wants Miles Sanders to start.
Xavier Legette.
They have Legette. Yeah, they're going to suck. They will finish last in their own division.
Crazy.
I think. It'll go Falcons, Bucks, and who's the
Saints?
Saints, probably, yeah. Panthers will finish last in their division.
3 wins this year, Legette.
Maybe. I might have to look at their own schedule.
Oh, God.
And then we go 4:30 next week at home against the Steelers.
Win.
Don't care who's in the Steelers defense. That offense is
scary.
Trash.
Scary trash. Garbage.
They got Justin Fields will be starting by then.
Who knows? I might be starting by then at that point.
Justin Fields will be starting. Russell Wilson will be, I don't know, maybe Russell Wilson will still be playing. They got George Pickens, Pat Freiermuth, and
Najee Harris, baby.
And Najee and Jalen Williams that'll just
Jalen Warren,
yes. And then they will get no run. They'll get 1 yard per carry.
Yeah, no, that
they will also finish last in their division.
Yeah, for sure. You think the Browns? Yeah.
Browns made the playoffs last year.
True. Well, that was Joe Flacco.
Defense is really good though.
True.
They're top 5 defense.
Their defense is stacked.
Then we go to Washington to play the Commanders.
Win.
Yeah, I think we win. I mean, I hope Jaden Daniels looks good, but
Oh, there's nothing against him. There's nothing against the team. I think they're going to play well. I just think they're outmatched right now.
Yeah, they're young.
I mean, that's just not lying. I'm just telling straight facts.
And then we got, I'm assuming, the Cowboys. Cowboys at home, 4:30 on the 29th.
W.
Eagles are on a nice win streak. 6 in a row.
Oh, yeah.
7, actually.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see how this really goes.
I was almost perfect last year. I just want to say that out loud.
You switched a couple. That was it. And then we go Giants at home.
Win.
To end the season.
Win unless they bench the whole team, but then still possibly win. So I'm going to say win. Yes, I think Tanner McKee could still beat the Giants with our backups.
Possibly. So you got them with 1, 2, 3.
I only have 3 losses, I think.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Tampa, Ravens.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You think they're going 15-3. You have them losing to the Cowboys, the Buccaneers, and the Ravens. I have them losing to the Packers, the Cowboys, and the Ravens. So we gave them the same record. High expectations, it seems. If I was wary about any games in this that I gave wins to.
Yeah, weary games.
I'd say Falcons could be scary.
Absolutely.
Buccaneers, you gave them a loss, but I said they could win.
Week 1, 2, and 3, all weary games.
Saints, you think? That's Saints.
Oh, I'm sorry.
4?
1, 2, 4.
Browns could be, depending on we're in Cleveland, could get a bad weather game, could be bad.
Defense could be hot.
I'm pretty confident about the Jags.
Same.
Bengals, it could become a shootout.
Still confident.
But I'm pretty confident.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's really it. Cowboys games are always toss-ups.
Yeah, I feel like
they could win both. They could split. They could lose both.
Yeah, it depends on the year.
Depends on who injury.
This year, I'm just feeling like that the Eagles they're gonna split like they always do.
So who?
I think worst case scenario, we go 12-5.
12-6. 5. No, it's
7.
It's 17. It's 17 games.
12-5.
12-5. Yeah, I could see that. I think at worst 11-6.
No, yeah, you said 15-3. No,
I meant 15
we
or 14-3. Yeah. I could see.
I see 12-5
I see at worst 11-6. I don't know who the 6 losses are.
No, I
but it's possible.
I stick to the 5. 12-5.
I mean, they could easily go into the bye week 2-2.
Oh, for sure.
Which is not the worst. They could easily go into the bye week 1-3.
For sure.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. You think they win the division?
Yes.
You think
we definitely win the division?
So you got East. You got the Eagles.
Yeah.
About for the AFC East.
Which teams are they?
Dolphins, Bills, Jets, and the Patriots.
Dolphins, Bills, Jets. Dolphins.
Dolphins. I'll go. I'll go Eagles and Bills. Dolphins choke it. About the West, you got Niners, Seahawks, Rams, and who am I missing? Niners, Seahawks, Rams, and
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
I'm gonna go with the Card. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go with the 49ers. I want to say Rams, but I just don't think they're gonna outplay the 49ers. The 49ers are still amazing.
No, and then we got Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, and Broncos.
Chiefs.
Yeah, it's hard to pick against the Chiefs. And
I think
Niners.
the Chiefs are a safe play here. I mean, the other three could really put their records together and come close. I think.
Yeah, probably. Most likely, they'll probably combine
for the same amount of wins that the Chiefs will have.
Yeah, honestly,
the Chiefs are probably gonna go like 12-5.
The Broncos 13-4. Over under wins is 5.5. Strong unders.
I would literally go unders for the Chargers, Raiders, and
I looked at the Chargers have the best chance of being over 500. I think. I mean the Raiders.
Who's their starting quarterback?
Minshew.
He's not winning them.
Do you want Aiden O'Connell?
He's not winning them 8 games.
I'm not saying he is. Well, that wouldn't even get you 500. I'm just saying they have the best chance.
Oh yeah, no, they do have the best chance.
The Broncos.
I mean,
honestly, the Chargers might be the worst team in the division.
Probably, which is crazy.
That defense isn't great.
Justin Herbert's a dog.
Who's he thrown to? Also, he gets hurt
every time. Every day, yeah.
They don't have. They've literally lost.
They have Quentin Johnson, Vin.
No, they have Josh Palmer. They have Lad McConkey.
That's all they need. The white on white Steve Largent connection.
Then we got the South. I also said Chiefs, Niners for the West.
Yeah.
Falcons, Bucks, Saints, Panthers.
Falcons win that division.
And then the AFC South, Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, Browns.
Ravens.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the same actually. Falcons, I think.
I just think the Falcons really bulked their defense up.
I mean, they were close to 500 last year with Desmond Ridder.
Well, I'm also yes.
And the defense is really good.
Great point.
Buccaneers will give them a run.
They will, but
it depends if in the head-to-head.
Are the Bucks beating the Saints and the Panthers 4 times?
Yeah, probably. Maybe not the Saints. Panthers, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I'm saying head-to-head for the Falcons.
But I think the Falcons are beating them 4 times, which is just going to give them first place no matter what. And then I think the Bucks and the Falcons probably split.
And then we got the North. Packers, Lions. Vikings, Bears. And Bears.
I'm going to go with the Lions.
Okay. And then we got AFC. Oh, wait. I gave you the wrong teams for the AFC South. AFC South is Colts, Texans, Titans, and Jaguars. Texans. I'll go. I mean, you got to go with the Texans. Can't do much else.
Yeah, I mean,
and then
the other teams are so young and they're rebuilding.
And North.
Anthony Richardson hasn't been healthy yet.
North, you said Ravens. So you said Lions, Ravens. I'm going to go.
Lions, Ravens.
I'll go Packers, Ravens.
There. It's going to be between those two for sure.
And then who's your got any wild card winners? You get 3, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Okay.
The Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
and the Bucks.
Those are solid. The Bucks. I'll go with. Gotta go. I mean, you gotta go Cowboys.
Yeah, they're always gonna be they're always a solid team. Dak's still a great quarterback.
Cowboys, Lions. Since I put the Packers in.
Fair. Oh, I said the Packers didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
You got the Rams and the Bucks in there, and then
are the Rams and the Bucks in the same division too?
No.
Okay.
And then Cowboys, Lions, and let's go with the no one from the East.
Damn, how did I forget the Packers?
I'll go with the Seahawks.
Rams.
You want to make a change?
I said Rams.
Cowboys, Bucks.
Yeah. No Cowboys.
Packers. Cowboys are missing. Packers. Yeah. And then what about for the AFC?
We'll go with AFC Jets. I'm gonna say he's gonna stay healthy.
You think the Bills are making it?
I think the Bills obviously will still get there. They still have a solid defense, and Josh Allen's still.
And then you got who's your last? Browns from the AFC North. You got Colts, Jags.
No.
No one from the West is gonna make it.
No.
And then you got Steelers, Browns.
No.
Bengals.
That's
really it.
Yeah, I'll go with the Bengals. I think that Joey B's back. They're gonna step up.
I'll go.
Have a solid season.
I said Bills win the division, so I'll say Dolphins make the wild card. I'll say. I think the Jets are just gonna miss. Honestly, I'm gonna give the Dolphins, the Browns, and then. No, I'll go Jets. I don't think the Jags are gonna make it.
Yeah, I mean,
they could,
but
the division's weak. But
I just don't see.
They made it last year, right?
Yeah, Jags were in the. Yeah, they lost. They were at the high seed and they lost to the Texans. Remember, got smacked by the Texans. I think.
Right.
Pretty sure.
I think that's right.
I mean, the Jags are a good pick. It's all going to depend on Trevor Lawrence. And I think if I'm taking my money on recovering Joey B or Trevor Lawrence, I'm going to go with Joey B, in my opinion.
And we'll wrap it up with
MVP.
Or your Super Bowl picks.
Oh, Super Bowl picks?
And next week we could do awards.
Okay.
And also talk about our fantasy team.
Yeah, because the schedule went longer than we expected.
Go conference, then Super Bowl, and then that's it.
Conference.
So go. Who are the two
fighting battling in the conference?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go. '49ers.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles.
49ers, Eagles, and
rematch. And on the West, Chiefs, Ravens.
Chiefs, Ravens. So it's rematch again.
Yes.
Ravens,
Eagles.
You got Ravens, Eagles, and who wins it all?
The Eagles. I hope.
And then Dante's got the Eagles winning it all. I'll go. Can you pick against the Niners? I'll go. Lions. Eagles. And then I mean, I can't. How you go against the Chiefs still?
True.
Chiefs.
Well, they lose.
And maybe the Ravens get knocked this time, and we get the Chiefs Browns.
Oh, you're going for crazy predictions.
Glory.
I want the rematches. I need them. I want them.
Chiefs Eagles again. And do I give the Eagles the champ?
Psych. Patrick Mahomes.
Chiefs three-peat.
And then we cry.
Yeah, it's possible.
Most likely.
But I don't think the Chiefs got worse from last year.
I don't think so either.
Who'd they lose? Their receivers are better.
They lost Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, they really cut him. They picked up Juju again.
How does that man still have a job? Mind me,
he's better than
Kadarius Toney.
Yeah,
I'm better than Kadarius Toney.
Who they got? Who's their receivers?
Xavier Worthy, Bryce,
Hollywood Brown,
and
Juju.
Travis Kelce.
It's better than the receivers he's had for the last couple of years.
Pacheco is just a monster. Man runs.
Line's still really good. Defense always finds a way. Very scrappy. Yeah, that's our NFL Eagles schedule predictions for divisions and Super Bowl, and maybe we'll change it next week. We'll see. Add some awards next week. Talk about our fantasy team.
I think this year we should do a mid-season review.
We'll do a mid-season review this week. This year,
because then we can make changes. I think last year
MB's coming to sign us off.
MB's coming by. I think last year, a lot of injuries messed us up, and that's obviously you can't predict that, and it's so early. So I think mid-season, if a player you picked has an injury, you should be allowed, or a team, even a team, if a team lose, if the Bengals lose, God forbid, Joey, knock on wood, they lose Joey B again. I think you should be allowed to change based on that stuff, because again,
that's fine. Make your change. You gotta make your change.
So I think week 9 is a good, but the week before week 9, that when week 9 is coming up, we'll do a mid-season review, and we're gonna talk about our picks, and then we're gonna see what we have. If there anything we'd like to change. If I don't have any injuries, I'm gonna keep everything the same.
Yeah, we'll see. And
if I'm disappointed mid-season, guys,
I'll take your non-Eagles pick.
Which one?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Oh, if I have a non-Eagles pick, I do. It's gonna be the Packers and the Chiefs.
Oh, Packers Chiefs. It's a good one. Packers Chiefs, and let's give me the Lions Ravens.
I would love that. I'd actually be
should have had last year.
I'd be more excited to watch that, I think, than if the Eagles made it to the Super Bowl.
That's a little nuts.
Just because I know if the Eagles made it to the Super Bowl, there's only 2 options that I'm going to be. Either going to be really happy or really sad.
You want to be indifferent.
Exactly. I just want to watch it and enjoy it.
Everyone wants to be indifferent.
I want to watch the Lions and the Ravens battle it out.
That would be a good game.
It would be a great game.
We'll see.
All right. Until the Chiefs lose, I'm going to have to put them in the Super Bowl. So I'm going to go with the Packers and the Chiefs.
All right.
I can't think of another team on the NFC East that I would, or in the NFC that I like.
Is it as the Eagles? To sign us off, is it the Cowboys' year?
No.
It's always their year.
Their year to be out of the playoffs. Week 1, Cowboys officially eliminated from the playoffs.
Cowboys starting the season 1-0 or 0-1.
Who they versus in week 1?
Browns.
If they honestly,
it'd be a good game.
It'd be a good game.
But as soon as the Cowboys score we're up 10, it's over.
Yeah.
Browns ain't covering that. But
I'm gonna say win. I'm gonna say they're gonna win their first game. I'm gonna be positive for the Cowboys. Go Cowboys.
And yeah.
On that note,
thanks for drinking straight from the tap. Here we go. We're in.